This is the January meeting of the library trustees. And we will start with the minutes from the last meeting. Everybody get them?
Yes.
And I made the change, the correction that you noted, Lynette, about the 13.50 an hour being the current rate, not the rate that it's
Yeah.
going to.
Okay, perfect.
So that is fixed.
Excellent. Does anybody have any other questions or comments regarding the minutes from the last meeting?
Nope, I just lost everything I had opened though, but I will reopen them. Like really? No questions. I did go over it and I didn't have any questions.
Okay. All right. So then I will move to accept the minutes as submitted.
I second.
All right. A roll call vote to accept the minutes as submitted. Lynette, I approve. Beth Christensen,
I approve.
Lindy Yates. All right, approved unanimously. And we move on to director's report. I feel bad. I don't have my agenda in front of me. So
Oh.
if I'm wrong, tell me. But I feel like that's the next thing, right?
It is.
Director's report.
Hold on. Do you have it, Linda?
I don't, but I think the
I can pull it up.
finance after that, I think.
Yeah.
Let me pull it up real quick. Hold on 1 second. I just had it up. That was one of the things I lost. Oh, I lied. I don't have it in front of me.
It's all good.
Sorry.
I don't have it either, but I haven't figured out how to be on Zoom at the same time as getting my Gmail. I don't know why I can't.
It's all good.
It's it's just
basically
you.
the same as the minutes go in the right order.
Yeah.
So
Oh, here we go. I can pull it up now. Hold on.
yeah, previous
I got
minutes
it.
director's report is next.
You got it?
Yeah,
Of course you have it now. I just found it.
I just pulled it up on my phone.
Okay. So yeah, so previous minutes, then director's report, then finance.
Okay, Bob.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, I lost you.
Oh.
But I can hear you.
Oh, is that
Oh, you're
you
in and
texting
out.
me?
Yep, you're in and out, Bob.
Did you text me, Bob? It must be Bob.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you're frozen.
What should we do?
I don't know.
I have the director's report. I could pretend that I'm Bob and give it.
Bob, can you hear? If you can hear me, maybe sign out and come back. Leave the meeting and come back and see if that helps.
Why don't you text him and tell him that?
I think that's who just texted me. I just got a text from a number that's not saved that says I lost you. So I'm guessing that's him.
So maybe you could just respond and say,
Yeah, he's typing.
yeah.
I'm talking to you and I have my mute on.
There we go.
I thought you were talking to somebody else.
No, I was talking to you guys. I'm like, oh, I think he's leaving. I think he's leaving. And then I'm like, wait, they can't hear what I'm saying because I'm on mute. Yep.
Well, I'll pop up.
Welcome
The
to the world of Zoom.
Yes, he just texted me back. I said,
Yeah.
"Want to leave the meeting and sign back?" And he said yes.
Yeah, so maybe that will
wait a
help.
minute for
Oh,
him
Linda,
to
I
come
like
back.
that sweater.
Oh, thank you.
I like how the arms are a little bit different.
Yeah,
I like that. Cute.
it's very warm.
I bet. Especially for a day like today, it was terrible.
Really.
Did you guys have to go out at all?
Nope.
That's good.
Did you?
No,
I
I
did.
live where I work, so
I know, but
I did
you
have
still
to
had to
go
go outside sometimes.
yeah, I
No.
know. I have to walk back and forth from the house to the store. But I did have to leave because I take care of a couple people's dogs in town.
That was the other reason. Yeah. I was wondering if you had to leave for that. Yeah.
Did they have school today?
Yeah.
My children are home, but yeah, they did. We had a couple little bouts of not feeling well. So yeah. Yep.
It's like every time somebody gets a cold, it's like, ah.
Oh, I know. It's terrible. It's just terrible.
Both of my kids last week, my middle one was a close contact.
Yep.
They did test and stay. So
Yep.
she was fine to stay in school, and it came back negative every time. And then
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
my youngest, we found out over the weekend, the parent texted me and was like, oh,
Oh,
you
that's
know,
good.
they sit together at lunch. So I
Mhm.
wanted to be sure I reached out to you. So
Oh, that's cool.
she was complaining that she had a headache and that she's like, my muscles here hurt and my back hurts. And I'm like, okay, well, headache, body aches. So we went to Ready Med.
Yep.
But that came back negative. So she's
Oh,
going
good.
back to school tomorrow.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So,
Yeah, we just played it safe and stayed home.
yep.
So tomorrow, back to school.
I wonder if he's having internet trouble
He might be.
because he's not coming back.
Mm.
You want to text him and ask him what the story is?
Yeah. I'm wondering if he
Or
is
call?
trying to sign in.
Mm.
Let's see, what does he have? Wait, we'll see. No, I guess. Did you guys all look at the director's report?
I did.
Okay.
He says
Sorry, I did.
there was a department head meeting on the 11th. I don't know. He usually doesn't.
Oh,
do too
no.
much like that, but
You did financial meeting too, I think.
yeah, to discuss
Yep,
the
financial committee.
and there might be some adjustments
Yeah.
to staff jobs,
Yep.
current market rate. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
the annual report.
No, I tried to join that meeting because I was invited to the finance committee meeting for the budget
Yep.
and I couldn't get in. My internet was out that whole day.
Ugh.
It was awful. And that means we have no house phone too, because the house phone is through the internet now.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, ours is too. I think everybody's pretty much is.
Yeah.
So it says the annual report is due on January 31st.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
And now I've got to, I think, no, you weren't here yet last year, Beth. So
Nope.
I will find and email you
Mm-hmm.
The report that we wrote last year.
Okay.
And I'll email it to you also, Linda, just so it's all in one place.
yeah,
And then if you guys have anything you want to add to it or make sure that we say, you can just respond back to the email.
Excuse me.
But it's just
Okay.
kind of like a little summary of what
What the library does?
we had done that year. Yeah.
Okay.
We usually, I usually will list what we've had go out on rotation, what the budget looked like and how close to it we were. We'll update that the septic was done. Because I think in last year's we mentioned that it was getting done.
right.
And we just kind of commend our staff for the work
Okay.
they do.
Good.
Yeah,
A little
Nice.
bit.
through the minutes just to see, just to remember
Yeah.
during the year. I mean, again, it was another weird year because of COVID. So,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
all right.
I don't think.
Then he talks about the cases of the library staff having COVID exposures and that
Yeah.
they went back to curbside temporarily, and they just reopened today.
Yep. I saw that too. I was like, oh, it was just today.
Good. Yeah. Well, they have so few people that if one
Mhm.
person,
I know.
Yeah.
children's programs have gone back to entirely virtual for the time being. I wonder why.
Little petri dishes.
Yeah.
Right.
Gotta love them.
Yeah, I know. We've been made aware of an emergency paid sick leave account that some of our part-time staff for will make requests for funds due to lost time dealing with issues from COVID. That would be great.
Yeah, that definitely
Yeah,
would.
that'd be good for everyone. Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
Do you know if they get sick time?
I don't know. I don't think part-time people
Yeah,
usually
usually they
do. I'll
don't,
be
but
back, I think.
Hmm.
system. Yes. Let me get him back in.
Oh, he's coming back?
He's coming back.
Yay.
Maybe.
That's
Oh,
There he is.
there he is.
I'm sorry. I-
Okay.
I've been having technical issues all day. I'm not sure if it's my devices or me. Probably me.
No worries. I
Sorry
had it
about that.
trying to get the meeting started.
Um,
too, so.
Yeah, did you, I assume you approved the minutes already?
We-
Yep, we approved the minutes and we just read through your director's report.
Okay,
We were down to, we didn't know if there was anything up for the first few. We were at children's programs.
Mhm.
Emergency paid sick leave is
oh,
where,
yes.
yeah.
So the state has some funding, it's a special account, so that some of our part-time staff who normally don't get sick leave at all,
okay.
if they can show a COVID-related taking care of a family member or an exposure, or they had to be out because of COVID, then they
Nice.
can go through a process, of course, filling out forms
Mhm.
and having some documentation. And so we do have 2 employees who are eligible for that.
Nice.
Yeah, so
That's
so
good. I'm glad that we have
that
that.
is about, and they have the paperwork and they're just proceeding with that.
That's great.
Yeah.
But that doesn't affect our wages otherwise.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I did meet with the financial committee last week to discuss the FY23 budget.
Mhm.
Were you on that, Lynette, or?
No, I was having internet trouble that day. We had no internet
Yeah.
that day. So I was trying to get in and then I was trying to get in on my phone and I didn't have reception enough
Oh,
to get
yeah,
in
I
on my
mean,
phone.
they
It
had the
kept
meeting
cutting
pretty
out.
late. The meeting was at 8 o'clock at night.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah.
I didn't think you were on it, but I didn't see you on it, and I didn't hear you saying anything, so. But there were about 10 people on the meeting, so I wasn't 100% sure if you were on there or not. But anyway, it was kind of the typical, we had the public safety, the police chief on just before us.
Mhm.
And there are a few, I think there's at least 1 or 2 new members to the financial committee. So I went through my whole explanation of how we form the library's budget. And, the starting place is to keep our appropriation at the right level so that we remain certified by the state. And they had some questions for us. And Margaret added that a couple of positions will be subject to market rate adjustments. So what the personnel committee will do is they'll look at what the market rate is for the position elsewhere, and then they'll make a determination. So we had 2 increases last year. So that could affect our total budget, but probably not by, that much of a significant amount.
Okay.
And then they had a few other questions. I tried to explain. Some were more like general library questions about how ebooks work and, how it works when we purchase ebooks, which I actually just made a large purchase for the library. And it was kind of good timing because there was an article in the Boston Globe about libraries and ebooks. I think either the day before or the day after our meeting. I don't know. I should have sent it to the committee members who were asking about it. But everything went fine. It was a usual, 20 minutes or so. And then the meeting continued talking about a discussion about other things in town. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to be participating in that, but as it got later and later, getting toward 9 o'clock, I just kind of backed out and figured that I did my part. So I haven't had any further questions. We had a department head meeting this morning and I wasn't able to attend, but I did talk to Margaret and I'll talk to her further about, what was discussed at that meeting.
Okay.
Other items, the annual report library annual report is due the 31st. So Lynette, I can provide you with some of the info you need.
Okay.
Probably not this week, though.
All right. No
I
worries.
mean, I guess if you need it, maybe I could have the, what I've been doing is I go to the library. I had to go there today to pick up my laptop. And then I went, I'll have to go tomorrow and Wednesday to pick up different folders that I need. So I have to go searching through my well-organized files to find what I need and leave it out on the curbside for me. So were there any questions about, I know it's kind of brief. I'm sorry, I only got it to you today. Just been kind
No,
of.
it's fine.
It's all right.
It's fine. Yeah.
We all had a chance to look at it.
Okay.
I don't think I have any other questions on it.
No, I don't either.
I guess the only thing I'm not really questioning, just curious,
Mhm.
you put at the end that you're holding off a bit before proceeding to fill the 2 remaining positions for library pages. How long
Yes.
do you plan on holding off for? Any ideas?
Well, our workload is
Okay.
not what it was.
Right.
Now, I wouldn't hesitate to hire at least one more.
Mhm.
And we actually offered the position to someone.
Mhm.
So, but now with kind of this Omicron should be peaking, we hope, soon and declining.
Right.
We don't, I'm thinking maybe it wouldn't hurt to just hold off a little bit.
Sure. I was just curious,
Yeah.
Just curious if you had an idea, like maybe a month or so. And I mean, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. I'm just
Up
curious.
until COVID, the library pages had a very, routine, a
Mhm.
very normal routine. They would come in at 4:30, work till 6:30. They had specific tasks that they would do. And then we had to change our game plan for a while. And the 2 pages we have now, they're doing very well. They're both new, relatively new. And so
Good.
I hope to have 2 more hired, let's say within the next 3 months.
Good. Okay.
It is a lot of paperwork as well. So
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it certainly isn't important. I just was curious.
yeah, we do want to continue the library page tradition.
Yeah, absolutely.
And,
Absolutely.
it does seem to be a good thing. So
Yeah.
Definitely. All right.
All right. If there's no more questions, then I will move to approve the director's report as submitted.
I will second.
All right, a roll call vote to accept the report. Lynette Wheeler, I approve. Beth Christensen,
I approve.
Lindy Yates.
I approve.
All right, approved unanimously. I move on to financial report.
all right.
Everybody got it?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so we're halfway there through FY22. Our spending is tracking well enough. As I mentioned, I did make a big $2,000 materials expenditure for books, materials, e-books and audiobooks as well. So yeah, I've spent most of my last few weeks with the FY23 budget. So
Yeah.
I just did the financials yesterday, or no, maybe not yesterday, last Thursday and Friday. And yeah, sorry, I don't have much of anything to add. That's unless you have questions.
Nope.
I don't have any questions.
All right, I will move to accept the financial report as submitted.
I will second.
A roll call vote to approve. Lynette Wheeler, I approve. Beth Christensen,
I approve.
Lindy Yates.
I approve.
All right, approved unanimously. All right.
If you hear any screaming, that's my grandchildren. Can you hear anything?
Oh, that's you? Your
bit.
house?
I've heard
That's
a few.
fine. Yeah. Could you hear them
I did, yeah.
a little
I
bit?
slightly
Okay.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
You enjoy
Well,
it when it's not in
they
your
were
own house?
quiet in the beginning because they were
Yeah.
having their tacos.
Yeah.
But
The
now,
little kids I enjoy.
they're
cute.
they're 5 and 2.
Yeah, I can tell
They
that they're
both had
young.
they both had birthdays in the last week apart.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, right after Christmas too. So
Yeah. Mine are older, so the yelling and screaming is a little different.
yeah. I don't know. It's a fine line between yell for joy and yell for some other reason.
This is true. It's
Yeah.
the same way when they're older.
Yeah.
Well, I think COVID has kept the library kind of quiet. So I don't
Mhm.
really think we have any old business or new business because we're not planning really any events right now.
Right.
Right.
Right?
Um,
We don't have-
Yeah, story time has
have any-
gone back to a Zoom for the time being.
Yep.
Um,
Probably a good idea.
yeah, and we did have to abbreviate our hours slightly on a couple of days. And we just
Okay.
posted a note on the door, and I tried to let people know on the website that they should call before they come, just to be sure that, we're there.
Right.
And they need to call
Right.
anyway. We're doing curbside only.
Mhm.
But we actually are still able to do things like send faxes or print things out for people, even when we're doing curbside. So we just try to find a way to provide as many services that we would normally provide if we're open, that we can.
Right.
Cool.
All right. So do any of the trustees have concerns?
Nope.
January, December, pretty slow months for.
I would think so. I mean, I don't want to go out.
Mm.
Curbside pickup or not, I don't want to go out. I want to
Well,
stay
see, for
home.
me, I end up not at the library because my husband has realized that I like books, so he buys me books.
Yeah.
So he
know.
got me like.
The thing is, when you buy a book, you think you're buying the time to sit in a chair and read it.
Right.
Well,
Right.
for Christmas
And
this
you're picturing,
year,
you're thinking about yourself with
Sounds
your
like a
feet
nice
up,
idea. I
reading
like
a
it.
book.
look at though.
But
For Christmas, I got 5 books.
Wow.
All right, I've
yeah.
read 3 of them already.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
so jealous.
Yeah.
If only I
I
had the
actually
time to read.
people give
I
me
don't
books
really have
too.
the time to read. I just don't sleep.
People give me books too, and I'm a public library director. I don't understand. But I just read something called The Lincoln Highway. It's really good.
I love that book. That
I
is
you
think
love
I've
it?
heard of it.
Did you
Oh,
read it?
yes,
Yeah.
excellent book.
Yeah.
Really.
I haven't read Gentleman in Moscow, but I heard it was really good.
I love that book.
Yeah, but The Lincoln Highway was great.
Yeah.
I've heard of that, but I don't think I read it.
The other-
I started reading it on Christmas Day, and it's a long book. It's a 500 pager.
Wow.
Can't put it.
But since
What's
I've
that?
been
You
sick,
can't put it down?
since I've been sick,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
it takes your mind off being sick
It's
while
like a
you're
road
reading.
trip story. It's really good.
Yeah, just great characters and great. It's a familiar story, but it's really well done.
Really
Nice.
well done. Yeah.
And I don't read much fiction, so
Yeah.
that's high praise. I'm giving it high praise.
Yeah. It's very popular. You have to put your name in early for it.
Yeah,
I have to check on it.
yeah. I think I'm going to make my copy a second copy for us at the library.
There you
Great.
go.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not a book collector.
I
I do have
I
a
am
lot
too.
of books, but
I'm
I
a book
have to
hoarder.
get rid of them.
Yeah.
I
I'm not
I
a
have
book
to.
hoarder.
Yeah, at some
Yeah.
point I'm going to clean house. Not
I
today.
got a
of
whole
course.
bunch from my father-in-law. I should see if there's anything that's decent that I can maybe. Do you take donations at the library
We do, but of course
books?
during COVID we weren't
Right.
taking them, and the
Yeah.
friends weren't doing their library sale, so
Mhm.
the whole process kind of ground to a halt.
Sure.
So we try to take them, and we have a policy about
Mhm.
what's acceptable
Right.
and what we're looking for on
Mhm.
on the website. People
Yep.
never read it, but we
I was
can
gonna say.
we can refer them to it when they call and ask if they can do it.
Are they taking books again or not yet?
Not yet.
Not-
Hopefully in the spring, we'll be able to get going on another book sale.
I was
Okay.
gonna say, I'm sure I wouldn't get to it tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we do have an ongoing book sale in the library.
Mhm.
We didn't have that for a while either, but we've kind of started that back up again.
Oh, you have, but you're not taking donations for that either. You're just using what you have.
No, because we have to deacquiesce a lot of books from the library.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, we have to do weeding quite a bit. And so that's where a lot of the library
Yep.
books are given to the friends and then they sell them. And the proceeds go to, you know, we request monies from the friends to provide monies for programs and other things. So,
Mhm.
That's in that little room, what, downstairs, right? Next to the
Yeah.
children's
Right.
library? Yep.
we don't even know what to call it. It's got part of the library's collection in it. It has the friends books
Mhm.
for the library book sale. And then it has an assortment of other things that I keep trying to, every time I get rid of something, something else seems to come in there and replace it, just like at home.
Mhm. Right.
Special
So,
room.
it's a constant battle.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Very good.
I think this might be the shortest meeting
Right?
we've ever had.
We had a few that were shorter, but
Mm.
it's been a while.
Yeah.
Wow.
So our next meeting is scheduled for February 8th at 6 p.m.
And I have the link starred so I can find it.
Yeah. I had to go back to the last meeting and it was in that one.
Yep.
All right. So is everybody good? Do we have anything else?
I'm good.
All good. Then I guess I will move to adjourn the meeting at 6:35.
I'll second.
All right. Roll call vote to adjourn. Lynette
Okay.
Wheeler,
Thanks,
I move to
everyone.
adjourn.
I hope everyone stays healthy.
I
Thanks.
approve.
I approve. And
All right.
I'll see you in
Unanimously.
February.